Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. Give me just a second to let my thing catch up so I can make sure my audio is okay. And then we will get started. It's almost caught up, I think. I really need to look into how to get this delay gone. Okay, my audio seems good. You can even hear my chair creaking when I move. That is wonderful. Okay, so, today we are playing Lawn Mowing Simulator because I do not have much time to stream today. I have to go to the dentist appointment in just a couple hours, so I'm probably only going to do like one job on here, and once that job is over, I will end stream because I want to make sure I have time to actually get ready to go to the dentist and to get there. So yeah, so it'll be like a short stream, maybe an hour or so. Nothing too extreme. But yeah, let's see what yard we want to mow today. This one right here, and then this one on the end are pretty big jobs. So I think I might do this one, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Do I have to do maintenance or anything on this? Nope. Okay. Oh, no, I do not want to exit career mode. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this job. Select me, select the vehicle. Cutting height is 6 centimeters to 7 centimeters. And recommended cut time is 27 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and confirm contract, and we'll start that. And I haven't played this game in quite a while, so I might be a bit rusty at it. I am using a controller instead of keyboard and mouse, that way I can actually control the speed of the mower. But yeah, so hopefully we will get out with minimal mistakes. And apparently this game is getting an update eventually where it'll add like trimmers and stuff like that, so that you don't have to squeeze your mower in right up against everything. You can just kind of mow around it and then use the trimmer or whatever to get the rest of it. So that should be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for that to happen, because that was probably one of my biggest complaints, at least, was the fact that you had to get so close to things with the mowers, and it was almost impossible to avoid collisions. And the loading sign went away, but we're still stuck here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it looks like we'll have to do the front yard, too. Hopefully this game's not too loud, because it seems really loud for me. Maybe I'll just turn it down on my headphones. Because I know that, the games seem to be way quieter for you guys than they are for me, usually. What do I have? 2 more things to pick up? So we'll just kind of run around the yard until we find those. Wherever they are. There are some kids playing down the road in the game. I just hear screaming. Oh, there's something. Okay, one more thing. I don't really know where it would be, though. I'll just kind of run along the yard until I find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. And tennis balls are not the easiest thing to see in green grass. Okay. So get on the vehicle. Okay, go into first person. start the engine. Lower the deck. Throttle speed is up. Okay. Yeah, I do not like this mower very much. It's weird. Okay. So between 6 and 7 centimeters, I'll just go ahead and do 6 centimeters. And we'll start with this little patch right here and then move on to the rest of the yard. So here we go. Oh. Yeah, this is kind of one of those situations where we would need the trimmers and stuff because I'm getting very close to the wall and I even bumped it a second ago. I don't know why I went with this mower. This thing sucks. This is like the worst turning mower ever. But I'll probably get used to it. And as soon as we have enough money, I will change mowers. First, I guess I have to upgrade my garage and stuff before I can get a new mower. Because for some reason you're not allowed to sell your only mower or trade it in for a new one. Which seems kind of odd, but I guess I don't know why that would be in the game actually. So I'm gonna try to come up with a reason for it, but I can't really think of one. Alright, we're almost done with this little patch. Yeah, I wasn't really ever planning on streaming this game again, just because it's really hard to come up with stuff to talk about while I play it. And the first stream of this didn't really seem to do too well. So I figured you guys probably just don't want to see it. But I have very limited time to stream today, so I didn't want to play a game where I'd really be getting into something and then just have to like cut it off early. Because I have to sadly go to the dentist today. So, yeah. But when either right after the stream ends, or before I actually go to the dentist, I think I'm going to, no wait, hang on, that's the same thing, either right after the stream ends, or, after I get home from the dentist, I think I'm going to sit down and record the beginning part to the next episode of, the Building Challenge series, because I still haven't done that. And I have very limited time now to actually do the build and everything, because I try to get them up every Friday, and it's already Tuesday. So, I'm only going to have a couple days to actually work on the build. So hopefully I don't get something too complicated, or else I'll have to delay the episode by a few days or a week. But the first season's almost done with, so I don't know if that matters too much if we need to worry about keeping a perfect schedule with it. I just wish I could actually release like community posts and stuff so that I could let you guys know, like, hey, no building challenge video today, instead of it just being a situation of where I have to either just kind of not do it and hope that you guys don't get mad at me, or I have to make a video to announce that there's not going to be a video that day, which I think I have done before. So, nope, don't know why I couldn't turn or keep going. Yeah, that'll be like probably the best feature that I unlock for YouTube once the channel gets to 1,000 subscribers, if it ever does. is the fact that I'll be able to do community posts and let you all know kind of what's going on with stuff. And I wish that they allowed those for smaller creators, because it's really annoying not being able to have communication with everyone when I'm unable to make a video or stream. Plus, I think it'd be fun to just kind of post random crap that pops into my head. Of course, I'll have to make sure I watch exactly what I post, because sometimes some weird things pop into my head. So I don't want to say anything that throws people off or turns you away from the channel. But still stuff that can be kind of funny or make someone be like, oh, this guy's cool. Even though secretly I'm not cool at all. I'm just really dumb. Alright, so we're making some progress. We're about 3 laps into this section of the yard. We've been going for 6 minutes, so we've actually been mowing for 6 minutes, streaming for 14. Time really flies when you're streaming. Like, or sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time I'll just start streaming, and I'll just kind of look over and it'll be an hour in, and I'll be like, holy crap, how'd that happen? Where'd the time go? I feel like with certain games, like, there's going to be certain games I start playing on this channel that, like, I get really into when I'm not playing on stream. So when I start playing it on the stream, I feel like I'll just kind of get into it and end up doing, like, really long streams just without even realizing it. Because normally I try to cut off my stream around 2 hours, because it's usually when everybody seems to start getting kind of bored of the stream or whatever. Though certain games I'll probably end up going for, like, 4 or more. Depending on what day it is and how into the game I get. Like with, if I ever actually play Borderlands on this channel on stream, I'll probably end up doing that forever. And I want to do multiple playthroughs of Borderlands, because I want to do all of the games, and I want to do playthroughs with each of the characters. Because there's a lot of characters in Borderlands I've just never played before. So I always stick to my favorite ones whenever I replay the games. But yeah, I feel like that'll be a fun series when I eventually do that. If I do that. And there's some other games I just really get into. Honestly, usually Satisfactory is one of those games I really get into, but since a lot of it's kind of like AFKing, just waiting for things to finish, I just kind of have it in my mind, like, yeah, I'm streaming, so I can't just, like, sit here and watch a YouTube video while my stuff produces, so might as well end the stream, that way I can AFK. Speaking of which, I have not AFK'd from yesterday, from that stream, so I haven't gotten anything extra done. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I allowed everything to finish transferring to the new storage containers, and then I destroyed everything that needed to be destroyed. And at some point for the next stream, I'll probably start laying out the groundwork for the factories and stuff. That way I can start kind of getting that laid out so that we don't sit there in the planning phase for 2 hours next stream we do it. But that stream's a few days away. I think tomorrow we're going to do another episode of Genshin. That game's quite a bit of fun. And I might start streaming some games that, like, I've played on the channel but never really completed, or I've just kind of haven't really done too well in a video form. Like one of them I was thinking of Thief Simulator, because that could be kind of fun. Ooh, look at that. And then another one that might be fun to stream is Fall Guys. So I really like that game and I want to get back into it. It's just the only time I really ever play it is when I sit down to record videos of it. So, and the way I do the videos is pretty much like a live stream anyway. So why not just go for it and stream it instead of recording for half an hour and then stopping the recording and starting it again, recording for another half hour. Because sometimes if I record Fall Guys videos, I'll record like 4 or 5 at a time. So that's like 2.5 hours, 2 hours of me just kind of sitting there playing that game, so why not stream it instead? And then maybe the streams could get edited down into a video that actually has stuff going on in it instead of me just sitting there and loading screens and everything. Which is another thing I really need to work on, is actually getting the motivation to do editing. I'll probably end up talking about the same thing again when there's like more people watching, because right now there's 0 viewers and I have no clue if anybody will watch this as a video, or at least to this point as a video. So I'll probably talk about this again, but like, last night, I was playing Call of Duty, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and when I play Call of Duty games, I always like to try to go for the mastery weapon camos. So in Black Ops Cold War, it would be Dark Matter Ultra, or DM Ultra, and if you've never played that game before, pretty much there's like a bunch of different weapon camos that you have to get for the weapons, or that you can get for the weapons. And once you've gotten every single camo unlocked for like a specific weapon, you unlock gold camo for that weapon. And then, if you unlock gold camo for every weapon in the class, like assault rifles or snipers or something like that, then you'll get diamond camo on all of the weapons in that class if you have gold on all of them. And then once you have diamond camo, you can go for diamond camo on every class. Once every single class of weapon in the game, so rocket launchers, assault rifles, tactical rifles, melee, all of that. Once every non-DLC weapon has diamond camo on it, then you unlock the mastery camo, which in this game is DM Ultra. And the only other game that I've done that in before is Black Ops 4, and it was a really painful process, but I was able to do it, and I really wanted to do it for this game, but I decided to give up on it because there was a certain weapon in the game, the RPG, that I just was like, I'll never be able to get the camos for this, it's never going to happen. I'm just not good enough at the game to do this. And I just kept telling myself, like, it's not going to happen, it's impossible, I can't, so I'm just not going to do it. And the reason I couldn't do it is because you had to take out, like, in the game you can call in score streaks, which pretty much if you earn enough points throughout the match, you can call in, like, an attack chopper, or a care package, or a little turret thing that'll shoot people for you, or just a bunch of different things. And, there are aerial score streaks and ground-based score streaks. And there were some challenges to where you had to take out like 25 aerial streaks, 25 ground streaks, and then take out 3 streaks in one match 10 times. And I was fine with all of them except for the aerial streaks, because I was like, I can never hit the spy planes or anything like that with this thing, because it doesn't lock onto them. You just have to fire at the right angle for it to hit, and I can never find that sweet spot for the right angle. So I was just like, I give up, I can't do this. And over the past week, I've gotten really back into Cold War again, because I took a pretty long break from it because it kept crashing my Xbox, and it would like hard reset my Xbox, so the game would crash, it would cause my Xbox to completely shut off. And I have to turn back on the Xbox, it would go through like the little screen, like if you unplug it, or do like a factory, or not really a factory reset, but like if you hold down the Xbox button to make it fully reset instead of just like turning it off and turning it back on again, it did that screen. So it was like hard crashing my Xbox, and I was afraid that it was going to make my Xbox just quit working in general. But I figured out what was causing that, I'm pretty sure at least. And I've been able to play without my Xbox crashing. So I've been getting really back into the game, and over the past week I decided, you know what, I'm going to try to go for the RPG Camos. And last night, I was able to actually complete it. And I was honestly really proud and happy of myself, because I've never really done that before, where I had something where I was like, I can't do this, it's impossible for me to do. And then I just go and say, you know what, I think I can do it, and then I go do it. So I kind of like learned a lesson last night, to where, and it's a lesson that like, people say all the time, and I never really believed it, because I'm like, that never works for me. But it's a lesson of like, if you tell yourself you can do it, and you keep trying, and you keep telling yourself that it's possible you can do it, then you'll be able to do it. And I never really believed that until last night. But once I saw Golden Camo get unlocked, I was like, holy crap, that's actually a thing. Like, you really put your mind to something, you really try to do it, you'll be able to do it. So, I've kind of somewhat learned that lesson now, and now all I have to do is really just try to put it into practice. Because for certain things in my life, I won't be able to put it into practice with, like, probably like getting a job and stuff, because I just have so much anxiety and just stuff like that. I think I need to go and actually get like medication or something for the anxiety and all that, because it's not something that I can just get over. I've tried, but it just doesn't work for me. But for stuff like, you know, YouTube things, I keep telling myself, like, I can't do editing, I suck at it, it's horrible, or I can't draw thumbnails, it's just bad, it never comes out good. So what I think I need to start doing is just kind of telling myself, you know what, I can do this, and just sit down and try it. Because I keep putting off editing down, like, tear down streams, and other streams that I say I'm going to edit down, like the Genshin streams. I said that I might edit those down, and I haven't even downloaded them to start editing them down yet. So I think one thing that I need to do is just kind of find a day where not much is going on, sit down and just be like, I can do this, and then just spend some hours editing and really just try to get myself into it. Because I sit down and I start doing it, and I'm just like, oh, this isn't turning out how I like, I'm just gonna quit. So I need to just sit down and be like, I can't let myself quit, I have to finish this. And I feel like if I can kind of break that barrier of keeping myself from doing it, and just make myself do it, it'll turn out pretty good. So, that's just kind of a lesson that I've recently learned, but I haven't been able to fully put it into practice yet. So, hopefully, in the very near future, I will kind of get to the point where I can sit down and just edit a video, and hopefully my content will greatly improve from then on out. Instead of just recording for however long and then throwing out the video without doing anything to it, hopefully I'll be able to actually improve my content. So, yeah. That's just kind of something that's been going on in my life. Playing Call of Duty helped me learn to, or not learn, helped me learn a probably valuable life lesson that I've been being told my entire life and just never believed. So yeah. Sorry about that, my throat's getting a bit dry. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay. So we're almost done with this yard. And we'll just kind of see what yards are left to do after this one's over. And if we have any other yards that are, you know, a small size or something like that, I might go ahead and do them. But if not, then this will probably just be a way shorter stream than I was expecting to do. It's more of a video size than a stream. So, But yeah. I think another good thing that I've gotten used to, though, is streaming to 0 viewers. Because right now, if you're watching this as a video, then there are just no viewers on the live stream right now, or at least YouTube isn't telling me what those viewers. It says 0 viewers when I look over. So if there is somebody watching, then hello, welcome to the stream. But YouTube's not telling me of your existence. So, when I used to stream, and I would get 0 viewers, I would just get completely demotivated and just decide to end the stream. I can't remember the last time that happened, but I've kind of gotten better at just being able to talk and just go anyway, because you never know. Like, I could be streaming for 3 hours and just absolutely nobody watching, and then you never know when there's just going to be that moment where a bunch of people just kind of randomly get recommended the stream or something like that, and just join. You know, I could be streaming for 3 hours to absolutely nobody, and then all of a sudden, YouTube just like, hey, everyone, look at this guy. And then I can have like 30 viewers or something like that. That probably will never happen, getting up to 30 viewers, but just as an example. So, one thing that I'm glad that I've kind of gotten better at is just being able to not get demotivated when nobody's watching and just keep going anyway, because you never know when that one moment's gonna happen that'll set everything off, you know? So who knows, I could stream a game sometime in a week from now and there'll be nobody watching, and right as I'm about to decide, you know what, it's not worth it, boom, people start watching. So, it's kind of one of those things that I'm glad that I kind of learned. I've been learning a lot recently about just how to do things. But hey, the yard's done. We got it all mowed, so that's pretty cool. Now we'll see. We got $500, and I think I leveled up, maybe. Yep, I ranked up a bit. Okay, so now I have $1,500. So, let me full repair, fill up the tank. And you know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade our garage. That way we can get an extra bay and be able to order a new lawnmower. So there we go. That is now upgrading. And we will be able to get a new mower soon. So what yards are available? These are all pretty decent sized yards. Huh. So, what time is it? 9:40 a.m.? You know what? Let's just get started. We'll do this yard. Recommend cut time 39 minutes. So we'll just go ahead and start this, and if it gets to be too late, like if we get up to like 10:30, then I'm just going to end the stream. Whether we're done or not. But for now, let's just go ahead and do this yard. And see what happens from there. Of course, I am kind of running out of things to talk about, so... I didn't really even know what I was going to talk about for this stream, because... oh wait, what's the height? 5.50 to 6.50. Okay. So let's go clean up the yard. Here's our first object. We have 3 to pick up. Now we have 1 more thing to find. And it's probably going to be over here on this other side of the yard. Yep, there it is. Okay. My throat's really dry. I don't know why. Okay, go into first person. Start the engine. Oh, okay. So it's either 5.50 or 6.50, so I'll do 6. I'll keep that raised for now. And we will head on over here. Okay, it looks like we can just flat out end the contract early, so that's pretty good. Okay, and we are mowing. So yeah, don't really know fully what to talk about now. I guess I can kind of go back to the topic of Call of Duty for a second, because in about 2 days, the new season for it drops, or releases. I never say it drops, I don't know why I said that this time, but the new season releases, and I'm kind of excited for it. I think this is the first season I've ever really been excited for, just because I've been really getting into the game recently. So, and it's also going to be the final season. The new Zombies map comes with it. I'm pretty excited to play that. There just seems like there's some decent things coming with the season, so I do wish that they're adding more maps to the game, but I don't think they really are adding too many. So, kind of sucks for me with this game because they really didn't have very many 6v6 multiplayer maps. They're more focused on other bigger game modes, or I guess smaller game modes too, because they have the 2v2 and 3v3 gunfight modes. So, yeah, they're focused on the really small modes and the big modes or big maps instead of focusing on what everyone actually plays Call of Duty for. So, it's like they're just trying to kind of copy Battlefield and ignore what the players actually want. Or they're trying to make regular multiplayer feel more like a Battle Royale, because Warzone does really well for some reason. But yeah. Honestly, I think Warzone's kind of just destroying Call of Duty. Like, I don't know if Call of Duty will ever actually be one of those games that dies or anything like that. But with the way that they're treating it right now, just mainly focusing on Warzone and other stuff, it's just, the game's just boring. But I have been getting in the Cold War, so probably gonna continue grinding for gold camo and stuff like that. Just keep playing that game, so yep. Yeah, we'll see how much we get done in this yard. And if it gets to be too late, then I'll have to end so that I can go to the dentist and not risk being late or underprepared to go. Now, I'm not really too nervous to go to the dentist or anything. The only thing I'm worried about is one of my wisdom teeth have started coming in. They started coming in a while ago, but I'm kind of worried that the dentist are just going to be like, oh, well, I want to do an x-ray on that to see how it's coming in. And then I'm worried that it's going to be like coming in wrong, so they'll be like, hey, we have to get that out. Because I do not want to have my wisdom teeth removed right now. Especially since only one is poking through, I do not want them, like, doing full-on surgery to my mouth. One, because I can't deal with pain because I'm a little wimp. And two, because I just started this, this week of where I want to try to stream every day. And if I get my wisdom teeth removed, I will not be able to stream every day. Because it'll be bad for me to use my mouth constantly because that could injure, the healing of my mouth. So yeah, I'm just kind of worried that it's going to be a situation where, hey, your wisdom teeth are coming in, we have to remove them. I hope that it's like, do you want them removed? And I can just be like, no, I'm good. Because from what I've heard, or from what my mom has told me, your top wisdom teeth, when they come in, they're the ones that are the most painful, because, I guess they cause your sinuses to get a lot of pressure in them, and they're all stuffy, or your nose is all stuffy and stuff like that because of the pressure, and it causes headaches and all kinds of stuff. But for some reason, my first wisdom tooth that came in is my top one. My top left one. Which my mom was surprised to hear. So, yeah. But, yeah. I haven't been having any problems with it. It feels like it's growing in fine. Like, it doesn't feel like it's hit the bottom of my tooth next to it, which is a thing that can apparently happen. And that'll cause infections and stuff like that. But it seems like it's growing in pretty good. It seems like there's enough room for it, for some reason. Most of the time people don't have enough room, and that's why they have to get it removed anyway. But I don't feel any extra pressure in my sinuses. I'm not feeling any problems with it so far. It has been growing in slowly, but I think that's normal. But yeah, the only thing that's getting annoying about it is when I eat food, sometimes the food gets like stuck in between the tooth and my gum. I feel like a toothpick or something and scrape it out because the tooth's not fully grown in, so there's like a space there. So yeah, that can get annoying. Sorry about that. But yeah. But enough talk about my mouth. Yeah. So tomorrow I think I'm going to stream Genshin. Thursday I don't really know what I'm going to stream. Friday... What's today? The 5th? So... I talked yesterday about the Battlefield beta. Me wanting to play it. And the Battlefield beta kinda... I think it starts on the 7th. For people that haven't pre-ordered, which I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I'm waiting to actually get an experience with the game and everything like that. Before I try to get it. So, I'm going to be playing the beta on the 7th and the 8th, which is the only 2 days that I'll be able to play it, because of it being a closed beta for the first 2 days and stuff like that. Which the closed beta actually starts tomorrow, so we'll actually see our first gameplay of it tomorrow, probably. Or at least first YouTubers playing it and commentating and saying how it is. But, I think on Friday would be the day that it starts. What is the 8th? Today's the 5th and it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's the 6th and it's Wednesday. Okay, so it'd be like Thursday and Friday, I think, that the beta would be live for me. Or for everyone that hasn't pre-ordered. So I think Thursday and Friday I might stream Battlefield beta. Just so I can kind of see how it is. Who knows, since it's a game that a lot of people are excited for, maybe it'll attract some new viewers to the channel. That would be pretty cool. I'm always trying to think of what games I can play that people would actually want to watch. Because I'm a pretty weird person when it comes to games. I tend to like a lot of the games that just aren't popular. So, it's kind of hard for me to really come up with what to play that people would actually want to watch, because I get, like this game, I get a lot of enjoyment out of just going in a circle like I am right now. But for a lot of people, this is just really boring to watch, probably. So, yeah. It's kind of hard for me to think of games that I can play. One thing that I thought would be kind of funny is, I guess there's a show on Netflix called Squid Game. and it's apparently been getting really popular. I had never heard of it until a couple days ago. When a YouTuber was talking about it, and they're like, if you've never heard of it, you live under a rock. And I was like, okay, I guess I live under a rock. But I'd never heard of it until this YouTuber started talking about it, and now it's all I'm seeing all over the internet. And apparently on Roblox, there's a Squid Game. So I was thinking, hey, I've seen PewDiePie play it, I've seen a couple other people play it. Maybe I should play it if it's getting popular. Just kind of jump on the trend. Because I've never actually, like, my channel hasn't been around long enough for me to really jump on trends. And the only trends that have started while I've been on YouTube was Among Us and I think Rust. Those are like the big trends, and those are all games where you kind of have to play with friends for it to be fun to play or fun to watch. And I don't have friends, so I mean I do have friends, but like none of them have PCs, so I can't really play any of those games with them. I don't have enough friends for like an Among Us lobby to be fun or anything like that. And I'm nowhere near being big enough as a YouTuber to be invited to lobbies or anything like that. So, I couldn't really jump on any of those trends. So I'm trying to kind of wait for the next big trend to happen so I can just kind of jump on it and be like, hey, I'm here. Because I don't really like being one of those people that just follow trends, but I feel like early on in my channel's lifespan, if I really want it to grow or anything like that, I kind of have to. So, if it's a trend that like I think is really stupid, then I won't jump onto it. But if it's a game that I'm genuinely like, oh, that game looks like fun to play, I might do that. Then, you know, what could hurt about doing it? It's a game that looks fun to me to play, and it's a game that is popular, so I can have fun while potentially growing the channel. But yeah, that's kind of where my mindset's at for, sorry for the cough, for trends and everything. Yeah. I've heard that a really good way to grow on the internet right now is to have a TikTok account. But I think that's one thing that we're going to refuse to try to do. Because I just think TikTok's dumb. Like, there's so many just stupid people on TikTok. Like, that stupid, I think it was called the Devious Lick Challenge. Like, that was just dumb. Like, when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be really bad. Because I figured it was people just going out, like, licking things. And, like, I was like, okay, COVID's a thing, people are going out licking things, how dumb can you be? But it somehow was probably almost kind of worse than that, because people were just stealing things from their school. And it's like, why? Like, honestly, I hope some of the people that posted themselves stealing stuff either got, like, expelled from their school or even arrested, just so that they can learn how stupid they were being. You know? Like, you should not follow trends like that at all. Like, I don't know. I just don't get how you can have the mindset of, well, look, this guy on the internet's literally committing a crime. That looks like fun. Let me do that. Like, I just don't understand the mindset you'd have to have for that to be something that, like, you do. Of course, I guess I'm a weird person and think differently than a lot of people out there, so I've got, like, the mind of, like, an old man. There's all these new trends and stuff, I just don't get it. But yeah. Of course, there were some things with the whole Devious Lick Challenge where it was like, okay, it's horrible that they did that, but also it's somewhat funny, but also weird and disgusting. Because I heard about one person stole a urinal from their school, and I just don't even, I can't even comprehend how they would have been able to get into their school and steal an entire toilet. That's just not something that I can even think of. I mean, there was somebody, I saw a picture where somebody, like, had disconnected their entire row of sinks from the wall of the school and was going to steal that. Like, that's just stupid. Like, I laughed at it, but I probably only laughed at, like, how ridiculous it was. It wasn't even that, like, it was funny or that the person was cool or anything like that. It was just like, okay, you're just stupid, and I'm laughing at how stupid you are. Kind of thing, you know? So, I just don't understand all these trends and stuff. And honestly, I almost think the world would be a better place if Twitter and TikTok were just gone. Because Twitter is just a thing of people constantly being angry for literally no reason and getting mad at everybody for nothing. And then TikTok is just a bunch of children coming up with really stupid things to do and getting rich because of it. So I think if Twitter and TikTok were gone, the world would just instantly get a little bit better. Wouldn't be perfect, but it'd be better. But sadly, that's something that's probably never going to happen. And if it did happen, then everybody would probably move over to YouTube, and you'd have a bunch of idiots on YouTube doing stupid trends. Of course, YouTube steps in a lot with stuff, so maybe if, like, somebody started a trend like, you know, the Devious Lip Challenge or something like that, YouTube would be on top of that right away, being like, no, that's not good, don't do that. Because I know with, like, people going crazy on Twitter and people doing stupid stuff on TikTok, those two social media apps seem to be really slow with being like, hey, that's not good. They're just kind of like, oh, we'll just step back and let people do what they do. But YouTube is like, nope, that's dumb, don't do that. So, Chris, I think YouTube is a bit too hard on the creators too. Of course, they're taking some steps in the right direction, like, I guess now you're able to say certain swear words within the first 30 seconds of your video when you used to not be able to say those. So you can actually get monetized when you're swearing in your videos now, which is a good thing. Of course, I think you still can't really say the F word too much or anything like that, but you're able to say some other words now, and YouTube's okay with it, so. I think they even, like, specifically wrote, like, okay, these are the words that are okay. So, YouTube seems to be getting a bit more transparent and doing things a bit better now. Which is honestly good, because, I saw somebody else said this at one point, that YouTube is the only, like, platform for, like, shows and, you know, because when creators create something, a lot of the time they're creating a show, like, you know, like Hermitcraft. That's technically kind of like a TV show, you know, because there's multiple episodes of it, there's seasons, like, you know, it's like watching a TV show. Or some other things, like, if you've ever heard of McJuggernuggets, he did a series called My Virtual Escape, and it was produced like it was a TV show and everything. But I think every single episode of that got demonetized because it was too violent, and there was swearing, and there was, like, drug use and stuff like that, like some of the characters did drugs and stuff like that. And I think every episode got demonetized because it was too violent for the kids and stuff like that. And YouTube is the only platform that I know of so far that is unable to figure out how to monetize violent content. Or more mature content, I should say. Not really violent. And it's just kind of ridiculous because there's so many people out there that have so many creative ideas that they could, you know, get across and be able to express themselves and, you know, be able to get paid for it because it's, you know, some of them are really creative, good ideas that I feel like they should get paid for. And YouTube's just like, nah, we won't do that. And then they rolled out that whole program where, like, now apparently YouTube's allowed to monetize any channel they want, but if the channel's not officially part of the partner program, then the content creator gets nothing from it. Like, let's say, for my channel as an example, YouTube could just start putting ads on my videos, and I am nowhere near being able to be on the partner program, where I get paid for it, but YouTube could put ads on my videos, and then just take all the money, so they're literally just making free money off of my work, and not compensating me for it. And that's just something that they're allowed to do now, apparently. And apparently they can do that for videos that are on channels that have been completely demonetized, like YouTubers not allowed to make money off their videos. YouTube can still put ads on their videos, just not pay the YouTuber. So it's really ridiculous of a thing, because, like, what's the point in demonetizing a YouTuber and punishing them for the content if you're still going to put ads and profit off of it and just pay the YouTuber? You know, they're the ones doing the work. It's not like YouTube's sitting there working for months on end, editing and recording and, you know, just filming stuff and doing special effects and writing and planning, you know. YouTube's not sitting there doing that for that video. They're just like, okay, we allow you to have this on our website, so we're taking all the money from it. You know, and YouTube does have to pay their own costs and stuff, so I understand YouTube taking a percentage of a content creator's, you know, revenue. Like, that's perfectly understandable. You know, YouTube's a business, they have to make their money, so that's kind of the only way they can do it. But just completely taking away another content creator's paycheck and pocketing it for themselves without even taking away the ads, it's just kind of like, then why? Just let the guy eat, you know? Because there are some people that this is their livelihood. They will go homeless if they can't make money off of it. And they post one video that YouTube's like, we don't like that. And then all of a sudden they're making nothing off of the video and YouTube's like, we're still making money. So, I don't really know if that's a thing to fully release, or if it's even still happening if it did release. Which is one of those things that, like, I saw it was happening, I was like, that's just dumb. Because also it prevents small content creators, you know, like me, from growing. Because if people see an ad on YouTube, they're more likely to just click off the video and not watch it than if they clicked on the video and there was no ad. So, it's kind of one of those situations where, if, like, I'm trying to grow my channel and, you know, get somewhere on the platform and be able to get out to more people and everything like that, then, you know, I can do that. But if they put ads on my channel without me making any money from it and me being small enough to where people are like, okay, I'm just not going to watch this guy, you know, he means nothing, why would I watch him if he has ads? That just makes it 10 times as hard for me to be able to grow as a content creator, because, you know, who wants to watch somebody that has, you know, 70 subscribers, but then also has 2 or 3 ads at the beginning of their videos? You know? Like, nobody's gonna want to watch that. They'll just be like, okay, well, this guy barely has any subscribers, he's probably not good anyway, why would I sit through the ad for him? You know? So yeah, it's just kind of one of those things that, like, it just isn't good. But with the whole new thing that YouTube announced where people can now actually swear in their videos and stuff, I feel like they're taking a step in the right direction of allowing more creativity and expression and stuff like that. Because there are some people that swearing is just a part of their vocabulary, you know, they grew up with it, you know, they're just used to it, and that's just normal for them. So, I don't know if it's being racist to say this, but, like, I did not damage the ground, I don't know how that would happen. But I don't know if this is being racist or anything to say, but, like, Irish people. You know, it seems like in Ireland, swearing, or even not really even Irish people, just, like, people in Europe and stuff in general, from what I've seen, swearing just seems to be a part of their culture. Because here in America, from what I've seen, you don't really see people just swearing at each other on the street. And if they do, it's because they're angry at each other and a fight's probably about to break out. But I've seen so many videos online where it takes place in Europe or just a Australia or something like that, and they're just people, saying swear words every other word, just yelling at each other and stuff, but it's like all in good fun because they walk away laughing, and, it's just a completely normal thing for them. So it kind of sucks for people, that aren't from America, that swearing is just part of how their entire country talks, to, get on YouTube, be like, okay, I'm gonna go do this, and then they can't do it because YouTube's like, nope, that's not allowed on. And I think it's ridiculous anyway that, YouTube has such strict rules on swearing and, I guess, inappropriate content. Like, I understand, like, it's a good thing that they don't have, like, porn on YouTube, like, that's a good thing. But, just, like, kind of more mature content, like, going back to Journey Nuggets, my virtual escape series. It was a very mature series, like, it's kind of, in maturity, I guess I could compare it to kind of, like, Breaking Bad. Only Breaking Bad did have some nudity and stuff like that. But just kind of as a very loose example. It's like, he made a series, it's like a TV show, and why shouldn't it be allowed to be on here? They have a YouTube Kids app for the children that aren't allowed to see that kind of stuff. Why do they just ignore that YouTube Kids exists and force regular YouTube to be YouTube Kids? It just doesn't really fully make sense to me. But anyway, that was kind of my rant for today, about the way some of the things in the world work. Wasn't really expecting the stream to go in that direction, but, but we are about an hour in now, so, once we get done with this job, we just hit an hour. And it's 10:08, so I've got a little bit before the dentist thing happens, so I can get breakfast and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And we made $510 from that job. Leveled up a bit. And we'll go repair our mower before I forget to do that. There we go. And the upgrade will be done in 6 in-game days. So pretty much just 6 jobs. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and where is my mouse? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this stream now. Sorry that it's such a short stream, but I'm on a strict time limit today. But tomorrow, I should be able to stream for longer. And I probably will go for a little bit longer than normal. Well, I don't know. 2.5 hours I'll aim for. And we'll probably be playing Genshin, so that should be a fun stream. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. So, goodbye, everyone. Bye.